Oh, the baby.
Alright, pretty special. We're going to cruise around. Oh, sorry, about to cough there. Cruise around and see if we can find some giraffes as well before we start heading back
big
out
Austin.
of the savannah.
Yeah.
Look at those. What are those?
Don't
Now
know.
we're looking for 6 giraffe in total. They're all boys. We only house male giraffes at Werribee Zoo. We do have 3 who are a little bit younger at the moment. They moved here from another zoo. We're essentially in a space where giraffes who aren't needed in the breeding program, they can come to us and join our bachelor herd. So really exciting for us. We get sent new ones every now and then, and I think you're going to be able to work out which ones they are, because they are still quite small. We've got 3 adults, 3 youngsters. The other thing that makes them a bit easier to tell apart, they are more likely to sit down. They're still growing, they're using lots of energy to grow. So we've got one sitting down at the minute. That is David. Yeah, that is young David. He's about 4 years old. Standing up, there's 2 more youngsters. One just off to the right of David is Wayo. Wayo is our youngest. He's only about 3 years old, so he's absolutely tiny. Behind him, an adult, that is a Jarly or AJ. Easiest way to tell him apart. He's a little bit wrinkly on his belly and his back legs. Then, one more youngster, Jesse. Now the way you can tell Jesse apart, have a look at the top of his head. You can see these ossicone, horn-like structures. On Jesse's head, one of them is a little shorter than the other, so it makes it very easy to tell which one he is.
Jesse's the only one with the normal.
And then the 2 that will be further up ahead, we've got Jelani, very pale between his spots, and Harold, tiny spots on his bum.
One, two, three, 2, 4. We got 3 more.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
That's not Jesse. This is the one back there. He's eating grass.
She wanted to walk. Should we do that elephant up? Yeah. Elephants on there. Go do the lions and the cheetah. Yeah.
Oh, the hippos, eh? Yeah.
When you're up to the coaster.
Yeah, you're like really close to them.
Yep.
around. We'll get one last look at these giraffe before we head out of the savannah. If you feel like it, if you ever wanted to know what a rhino smells like, as we turn this corner here, have a look out to the left, you're going to see a giant pile of rhino poo. Take a really deep breath in if you want to. The scent of rhino, it's pretty sought after actually in the animal kingdom. So rhino, big, strong, a little bit intimidating, last resort for a lot of predators. So if you're a small animal, if you're say a very small antelope, maybe a zebra, sometimes ostriches, you might want to smell a bit like a rhino, so predators in the vicinity might ignore you a little bit more. They might not head your way, they might just, sniff you out and go, oh no, that's a rhino down there, we'll try and find something easier. There's a really easy way for you to do that. All you have to do is roll around in that rhino poo. Absolutely cover yourself in that smell. If you smell like rhino poo, you're going to smell a little bit like rhino, and hopefully you'll be a little bit more protected from some of those predators. Just a top tip if you ever find yourself sort of, out in a savannah, a little worried.
How much it costs?
Alright, we're going to cruise back out of the savannah. We'll head towards that safari station. We've just got to stop at the top behind these gates just to make sure they're closed properly behind us. It's about a 60-second wait, it's not too long, but it is a really good time for you to think of whichever animal you have taken a mental snapshot of today. Oh, a bit of a tricky one. I think for me, it's probably these giraffe at the end. Seeing little David sitting down, always really